Casserole, my favorite. Eggs, fruit, oatmeal, all their homemade stuff, jams, apple butter. Oh my gosh. Largo, I don't want to leave.
No kidding.
Welcome to day 62. I'm Sunshine.
And I'm Captain, and we're still walking.
And we're still talking. And we feel, well, I don't want to speak for both of us, but I feel like a new woman this morning. Do you feel like a new man?
I mean, it's not regenerating, but it definitely felt nice.
Because Captain told me this morning, I'm like, didn't I feel great to sleep in a bed and have a shower and 2 fabulous meals? And he said, I need 2 days to feel really refreshed.
I'm always going to be tired unless I get 2 consecutive days of 12 hours of sleep.
How many hours did we sleep last night? What time do you think we went to bed?
Around 10 hours, which is very good for
10 hours.
Our other predicaments of getting up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday we got up at 4 a.m. and I think we slept like 3 hours the night before. We stayed at Woods Hole, and once we get this hike going a bit, I'm going to tell you some more details about this fabulous place, and you must stay here. But what I will say is, initially, what a breath of fresh air in a couple of days of lack of sleep and just eating astronaut food. I feel great, and it's going to be a great day. And we wanted to go 24 miles, but 8 of it is up. So I think, and we're getting a kind of a late start. It's 9:30 this morning, so I think we'll probably go about 21 miles.
Yeah.
If we can make that.
Other than that, the breakfast was amazing, and I feel energized for the day.
Wow, do I have some crazy hair today. This is washed hair, guys. All right. Woods Hole. What a fabulous place. Some people refer to it as a hippy-dippy place, I guess. I mean, it's not culty or anything like that, but it's intentional and humanitarian and full of love. And hold on, I got to recenter this thing. Neville, the owner and the person who runs it, is absolutely fabulous, amazing human. All the people that work there are fabulous. There's such an attention to detail. The beds are comfortable. There's bunkhouses, there's privates. You can paint a rock if you want to paint a rock. You can buy a cup. I bought the cup, the handmade ceramic cup that I had my breakfast coffee in. I haven't been buying too many souvenirs along the way, but it spoke to me. You will leave, all the food is farm to table. And if it's not, it's made locally. Last night for dinner, we had a wonderful bean dinner and salad and carrot cake for dessert and all kinds of handmade sauces and hummus and tahini, and everything came out of the garden. There's all kinds of pets around. There's porch swing and rocking chairs and gorgeous coffee with local yummy cream in the morning. Everyone who works there is full of kindness and happiness. And I would say that we're taking a 0 probably on the weekend, and it's been a couple weeks to see Will. And if we were not taking a 0 to see Will, we would have taken a 0 there, because it's hard to leave. You just feel like you want to just sit on the porch for the day, journal, chat with everyone who works there. There is a gratitude circle before each meal. It's not a religious thing. If you want to make it a religious thing, I'm sure you can. But we're just going around saying what we're grateful for. And I find that, I mean, every day I really try to make an effort about making a note of what I love about myself and what I'm grateful for. And it was really nice to say it out loud and hear what other people are grateful for. You must stay here. It's a special, unique place. And especially if you just need some space to think outside of being in a town or a city, and you need kind of something like, we weren't feeling like we needed a warm blanket, but if you're feeling like you need a warm blanket, figuratively, this is probably the place to spend a 0 and give your body the opportunity to kind of love itself a bit more. So So this is interesting. We see this, not a lot on the trail, but we see it. Naturally, it looks like you want to go this way, right? It's just more worn down. But the path actually goes down here where Captain is. And so you really have to pay attention. If you're listening to an audiobook or talking to someone, you could bypass it. Now, it's clearly marked right here, AT. It's got the blaze that's on top and leans more to the left, so you need to go that way, and also says AT on it. But sometimes it's really, really easy to just kind of miss this. And it also says right here, Appalachian Trail North. But if you're in your zone, it's easy to miss it and just keep going on the path. It looks more traveled. Yeah. Wow, these berries, I cannot wait until they blossom and we can eat them. Yum. Did you hear that? That's not a sound we hear very often.
No kidding.
So Captain is just double checking the trail, and it seems like it's pretty clear, but we still always double check it when we're at a crossroads like this. So we came from this direction over here, and it kind of feels like you want to go that way and go up the mountains, because that's where we're heading. But right down here on the ground, there's a one there. And then all the way down at the bottom, there's a dotted kind of around the corner. And I think this is pretty clear where we go now.
Yeah.
And then there's another one over there on a pillar. I'm gonna guess we don't jump over it. Maybe we do, I don't know.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Captain's been looking at the app, so apparently this is the way we go.
So, for the first time on the trail, an interesting event has happened.
Something happened to someone. It's not bad, guys.
Oh no,
could be
do you have
worse.
a boo-boo?
I got stung by a bee down here. You can't really see it. It's like white right there with the little pink in the middle, right there. I haven't been stung by a bee since I was in like 2nd grade. I stepped on one or something in a neighbor's yard. So I don't think I'm pretty certain I'm not allergic, but it's been so long that I was just on my phone and Captain Kemp goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm looking to see what happens when you go into shock from a bee sting, because I don't know if you can develop the allergy or not. I don't think so, but I've got 2 hours. If I don't show anything within 2 hours, I'm fine, but it hurts. Not bad, but it hurts. So it'll take, I don't know, it'll take pain away from other areas. There aren't really that many areas hurting. My Achilles are just still a little sore. So, bee sting on the trail so far? 1.
When I wake up in the morning and I see your face, I'm becoming blind by your dazzling grace. What a beautiful feeling to be close to you. There's nothing else I wanna do. Ooh, from the fields of flowers you chose to pick me. You're spreading sugar on my misery. And I don't fake this kind of feeling, never felt so real. My heart is on the table, cause you're my everything. I do.
We're almost to the top in record time. Do you think it's because we got faster, or this was easier than we thought?
I think we've gotten faster.
Oh, I love that. Because I was thinking, I was being more negative, like, well, I'm holding Captain back, and this was easier than we thought, but
No.
it could. Do you think it had something to do with the breakfast too?
Maybe.
The sleep?
Yeah. Maybe all those were helping us at this point. But I think we're getting faster.
The really good coffee too. And
Yeah,
I'm not a coffee drinker. That was really good. I think we might be getting faster.
Maybe.
Or I don't know. Could it be? This vlog should just be about all the cool people we meet on the trail. You guys don't need to hear from me. You don't need to hear from Captain. Oh my gosh. So I just met the coolest couple. They're coming down the trail, and they're from England, and they are through hiking half to Harper's Ferry, and then they'll come back and do the other half, maybe state by state. They're not sure. But get this. This is the best part. Hey, stop for a second. They're on their honeymoon, a 3-month honeymoon. It's so cool. What a great way to start a lifelong commitment, marriage, whatever you want to call it, partnership, by going on a major adventure. Wow. I mean, I'm not one to give advice, but what I did say to them, because I'm an old married lady, this summer will be 24 years married next month. I said, just don't stop adventuring together. The world, society, your families, your friends, everyone's gonna tell you, okay, now it's time to get serious and be responsible adults. And you can be responsible adults and still have fun in life. And it makes for a freaking awesome marriage if you're out there adventuring and fulfilling your dreams. And also, it makes for happy kids. So that's my PSA for right now. Congratulations on your wedding and your honeymoon. It's fabulous. All right, I can't stop talking about this. If you were to get married now, either remarrying the same person, a different person, or getting married for the first time, and you had to pick an adventurous honeymoon, where would you go and what would you do? You don't have to consider budget. Maybe it's gonna be free. Let's say you get a 2 to 3 month honeymoon. What would you do? I don't know what I would do. I have to think about it. I don't know. I gotta think about it still. Maybe hike the PCT as well.
I wanna marry you. 'Cause when you're around, I know it's true. The way you make me feel is so good, baby. So good, so good. Every single day was torn apart. I wanna be with you.
So Captain stopped to refill the water, and I'm setting up our cheese and bread lunch. Guys, look. Sunshine and Captain, and then homemade bread by Neville. So at Woods Hole, they will pack you out with cheddar, mozzarella, or Munster cheese made by a local Amish, I guess, business or family. And then Neville gets up every morning and she bakes bread, fresh baked bread. So we have a little bit left over from yesterday and then some from today. And I am so excited. I'm hoping it's a lot of cheese, guys. So I'm hoping some other people show up and we can share and have like a community cheesy lunch together. Oh gosh, this is the best. And then I just saw the mommy and the fawn deer frolicking out there. Oh my gosh, what a great day. Every day's a great day, but it's especially a great day. This is the best meal ever. Okay. All right, so I want to chat with you guys about something. And Captain's like, what are we talking about? It's a surprise. So the other day when I had my day where my feet really hurt so bad, I couldn't help but think about, and it's better now. It's not completely healed, but it's better. What if I can't continue because of physical? And then what happens? Because I know he really wants to continue. And so I had some thoughts in my head, and then I discussed it with Will, and we kind of came up with a plan in the event that happened. But I never shared it with him because I don't know, I didn't want to kind of bring in negativity.
I feel like it's a pessimistic outlook to begin with.
Right. And I want to stay positive. So today he asked me on the trail, what happens if you can't make it? Am I going to be able to continue alone? And what did you think I would say?
Potentially.
You thought I would say yes?
Yeah.
What do you guys think I would say? Cast your votes.
Who knows?
So I discussed it with Will, and we both decided that in the event something did happen to me physically and I couldn't continue, because the mental's not going to get me, we would allow him to continue. He's 16 and a half. He's lived all over the world. He's traveled on his own before. The stipulations would be, at least at this point, that he would have to slack pack. So I would probably drop him in the morning, slack him, and then pick him up in a car, and we'd sleep in the car for the night, and then put him back on the trail in the morning. We would for sure stop vlogging. I wouldn't want him to have that responsibility by himself, and also from a safety issue. I feel it's very safe out here, but considering we've had a YouTube presence for like 8 years, his safety would be my utmost concern. And so I'm not worried about him on the trail. I'm not really worried about other people, but I also don't want him out there like advertising exactly where he is on the trail every day. So yeah, we would allow our 16-and-a-half-year-old to hike the Appalachian Trail with little asterisk there. And we may, as time went on, decide, okay, he can sleep out on his own. I'm very confident that he's competent. Statistically, he's more likely to get struck by lightning or die in a car accident, knock on wood, than have something happen to him on this trail. And I've hiked with him at this point for over 500 miles, and he's capable, and most days more capable than I am to do this. So I'm sure there'll be some comments that are like, you're negligent, you're this, you're that. Hopefully our community is pretty, I don't know what the right word is, but our community accepting and understanding and believe kids can do and teenagers can do hard things. So maybe there won't be any negativity. I don't really care because we're doing what we want to do anyway, like we've been doing for the last 10 years of full-time travel. But I do ask you, if you're going to post a negative comment, to just take pause for a minute. Remember, there's people behind, you know, that read those comments, because I read every single comment. I don't always get an opportunity to respond. I try to, but at least I try to heart it after I've read it, so you know that I've read it. And Will reads them as well. Just think for a minute, like, what kind of fear we project onto our children about the world. And then look at the stats. You know, I mean, I obviously wouldn't want anything to happen to him out here on the trail, but there's been very little violence on the trail in all the years that it's been here. Like, you can count on one hand how much violence there's been.
And not only that, I feel I would be prepared for it, at least. I mean,
and that's the thing.
I wouldn't be afraid of doing that.
Right, you're not afraid. I would never have him go out if he was afraid. And that was kind of a long-winded version, but I thought since you brought it up today, it would be fun to talk about it.
Yeah.
So did you think we'd say yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been restricted my entire life, and so I think that it's like I don't want to say given, but it would be less. You would be less restrictive than the average person, I would think.
And that's because I know you're capable. And also because I've hiked so far with you. But so you would want to continue?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, I've come so far, and I think that there's a lot more to see.
Yeah. And then I could bring you really good food on your slack packing, right? I could show up with like a burger instead of the MREs, right?
Yeah.
I think you'd be done by July if you didn't have me.
I don't want to say yes, but I also don't want to say no.
Right? So do you guys have any questions about kind of this? You know, this isn't a precursor for me to say, I'm not doing it anymore, I'm injured. It's not at all, but it's something when you're out here and you're hiking with someone else, you know, and we meet people all the time. They're like, I was hiking with someone else, but the other person stopped and I continued. But it's not as much an issue when you're not a minor, you know, and that, you know, these concerns are out there. So
I would definitely want to downgrade the tent to maybe a 2-person if you were in.
Yeah, you could get one of those single ones, right? You could carry less.
With you, I can be sad with you. Just take my hand and fly up through the dreams where the skies are so clear. With you, I wanna stay with you. With you, I love the way that you love me today. Let's run up through the fields where the sun shines and heals. With you, I wanna stay with you. It's been so cold since you.
Oh my God. I think this is our best view so far.
No kidding.
Oh my gosh. We're on top of the world. Feels like we're on Everest. You guys see the heart up there? If I am correct, this is Peterstown down here, and then directly behind me is Harrisburg. It's stunning. This is definitely the most beautiful view we've had so far. Would you agree, Captain, or do you think we've had a better one?
No, I think this is stellar.
This is amazing. It must be really cold though if you're up here and it's not warm, right?
No wonder, and it must be horrible if it's raining.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, we've got 12.5 miles left. Are you ready?
Onwards.
We'll get there before dark. Here we go. Woo woo. All right, so it is, what time is it, 7:30?
It is...
6:30?
Well, my watch is actually stuck on 3:57 for some reason right now.
Any idea what time it is?
It's 6:30.
It's 6:30?
6:45 actually.
So 6:45, we've got 5 more miles that we want to do today to hit over 20. Excuse me. And we decided to stop and eat now because we're going to come in around 9 o'clock. And it gets dark around 9. And often if we come in that late, we don't want to eat. And then we're up feeding ourselves late and cranky. So we just pulled over on the side of the trail and we made ourselves some dinner. We're going to eat now. And then I'm going to go ahead. His dinner isn't quite ready, and I hike slower, and then he's going to meet up with me, pass me, and go and set up the tent, if that makes sense. We're more inclined to eat if we're not exhausted when we get in, and we need to be hitting some serious calories now since we're doing like 17, 18, 20s and above. So I'm having pasta bolognese. This is one of mine from Decathlon. Decathlon's like an REI of Europe, and I got these when I was there, and they're my favorite MRE. So if anyone's coming from Europe and wants to bring me some, please.
And I'm just having lasagna from...
Ooh, I don't know who makes that. Let's show them what we did.
We've
put them in the bags like that and put the instructions on them, but I don't know who that one was by. Yeah, so we'll talk more about food going on. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because we need to eat quick and get back on the trail so that we're there just in time for closing hours of sleep. Oh, this feels like a snake zone. Oh my God. Oh. Ugh. Wow. Lots of cobwebs too. Oh my God. Ah! Beautiful time of day. Sun's coming down. So 7:15. Birds are still awake. You guys, and this is the cutest thing ever. Largo was talking to his sister about dating. They are so cute. I talk to, if we have service, which has been almost every day. A couple of days there was no service, but I talk with Will and Avalon, of course, Captain, every single day. Sometimes it's like a minute or two. Sometimes it's much longer because I have Apple Watch so I can just hike and talk. Depends on the terrain. I went for the first time ever like 10 days without talking to Avalon because when she's traveling for work, it's like 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. in the morning until 2 in the morning. And so we just text. But this is one of the things I love about the trail is that we have service. And so when we're on a flat or down, we can hike and talk. And being able to talk to them every single day, even if just for a minute, is really, really awesome. Like super duper pooper awesome. Sometimes I wonder, I said to Will today, is it kind of nice when I don't have service? Because I'll call him and be like, okay, wait, reconfirm how many calories I'm supposed to have a day. Okay, this isn't working. Can you see if you can get me a different one? Can you make this doctor's appointment? I mean, I'm not calling him constantly, but I probably ask at least, I'd say I'd ask him to do like 5 to 8 things outside of our business, 5 to 8 things a week that can help me out here. I mean, honestly, a lot of them are just, hey, can you quickly Google this? I'm walking and I don't want to stop, racing to get to camp for the night. But I absolutely love the closeness of our family bond. It's such a gift, and I'm so grateful for it. Heading to Pine Swamp Shelter, 2.5 miles. We're trying to make it before the sun goes down. You think we can make it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think so too. Let's go. Let's hit it. Whew. So we got into camp at, 9:15 last night.
And it's clearly still 9:15.
Everyone was asleep and it was quiet, and one guy just directed us to a tent site, and we just hunkered down and got in our tent, and we really did not want to close it at all last night and make any noise because that would be completely rude. So we're closing it now. We went, hold the pole. I don't remember how many miles we went. You want to do your best and worst
Yes, I would say my best part of the day was the breakfast in the morning. That was really energizing. And then just getting on the trail and having immediate up was really nice, actually.
Okay, so my best was Seeing the 2 deer and their 2 babies. I love that. I had a couple. I love the breakfast was French toast, casserole, which is one of my favorite things, and then an egg mixture, and then homemade ketchup for the eggs, and all kinds of jams, and it was just fabulous. And then something you said made me think of another best. What'd you say your best were?
Going up immediately.
No,
also.
not that. That's definitely not my best.
Just the breakfast.
There was something else that was a best for me. I guess not. I guess that was it. The breakfast and the baby deer, the fawns. How about your worst? Do you have a worst?
I wouldn't say I had a worst. No, yesterday was pretty good. The ridge line took a little bit longer than planned, but I would say it's all been well and good, except for the fact that a lot of the water sources have kind of dried up. So that's been a bit of a gamble all the time.
As we stand right beside a river, a really flowing river. But yesterday, we've had a couple tough days with water. Okay, so my worst yesterday was I lost my glasses. You know, my glasses that only had one thing on them anyway and were falling apart and going to break in no time. I lost them, so I can't see anything now. And I've got like three more days before we see Will, so we're gonna muscle it up. And then I forgot my my mace in the Slack pack, so I got to get a new mace.
And so yesterday we went 20.6 miles.
And we went from Cross Ave to Pine Swamp Shelter. Well, everyone, you have hold on. Sorry, I got distracted by my phone here. You guys have a great night. You sleep well. We're gonna sleep well now. Bye. Let the truck go by. I kind of want to be away from the road when I do this. Oh, let's see. Let's see the ghost face. Could also be a mermaid with a lot of hair.
Isn't that adorable?